Hey y'all, how y'all doing? I am well, 1 minute late. Thank you guys for waiting. I hope everybody's doing good. Hey Maddie, but what if you a silly? Yeah, you are a silly man. Hey Chickadee. Hey Young Riez. Hey Swift. How are you guys doing today? I have changed my life like maybe about I don't know how many times. Um, Today was a very interesting day. I had a lot to do um, while I was out. Hey, Brooklyn, how are you, sweetie? I had a lot to do this after. Hey, Captain Wolf. Happy Father's Day to all of my fathers in the chat. I appreciate you for what you do. I'm sure your loved ones appreciate you as well. Hey, Big One J, how are you? Happy Father's Day. Glad to see you, sir. I'm glad to see you. I'm good, Brooklyn. I just had a lot going on today. So I just woke up not too long ago. I got up early today, did some errands, did the things I need to do, and then I came home. I went to sleep and I just woke up maybe about 40 minutes ago. So yeah, forgive me if I sound a little groggy or whatever. I always tell y'all this, I'm not gonna hold you long, but I do want to tell you thank you. Happy Father's Day to my supporters. I hope that you have a blessed day tomorrow, and that your loved ones show you love and respect. Um, and that you just have a great day tomorrow. And maybe somebody will bless you with some gifts, some money, or whatever. But yeah, fathers are very important to any family. So yeah, just like a mother, a father is very important. Hey, Uncle L, happy Father's Day. So yeah, I just want to let y'all know y'all are appreciated from me. Anybody that takes care of their kids, do what needs to be done as a man, um, you have my respect. You really do. I want them to leave me be and feed me. Okay. Yeah. So like I say, I don't know how many children you have, Big One J, but I'm pretty sure they that they really love you and they honor you. Uncle L, I don't know how many children you have, but to everybody, I think Father's Day is one of the best days. I was a daddy's girl, so my dad has transitioned, so um, you know, Father's Day is a little hey Melly, happy Father's Day. It's a little sad, well, I would say bittersweet. So I had the time with my dad, and I'm thankful that I did. So yeah, like I said, it's bittersweet for me. But anyway, I just wanted to let y'all know, hey Mo, happy Father's Day. I just wanted to let you guys know, honey, to just be careful with these women out here. Now, I know it's a lot of silly men. It is. But just like it's a lot of silly men, it's a lot of silly women, honey. And I'm gonna tell y'all, if y'all see some signs, and and I'm gonna put the link in the chat too. So when if you would like to come up, you can come up. We can talk about it. Talk about it because it is just like it's a lot of silly men, it's a lot of silly women that pretend like they are not silly, but they really are, and they will make your life a living hell. I mean, I've heard of so many stories. I have so many guy cousins. I have so many. I have a lot of guy friends that I talk to, and they tell me about certain women and what they do, and I'm like, and you put up with that for the cookie? Like, you crazy. Some things I think men, they just need to just not even entertain. Just because a woman looks a certain way, it does not mean she is worth your time, your effort, your money, nothing like that. So you just have to be really careful when you see, hey Omega, how are you, sweetie? When you see a woman that first of all, we as women, and men do it too, but we as women can do it, I think, better. We masquerade as something that we're not, right? And some women can really do it almost to the T, to where you are just like blown away once you really get to know the real person behind that. You can get a woman, she seems like she's all of that. She's accomplished. She dresses nice. She holds herself with poise. She knows how to speak the lingo and give in and charm men to make you feel like you the man, and that she respects you, and that you the best thing since sliced bread. Oh my God. But once you get to really know this woman, she is crazy as hell. She is a woman that she puts on a good front, but behind all of that, she's mean spirited. Hey, Cece, she's mean spirited. Um, she's very vindictive. So don't do anything that she feels like slighted from you. She will make your life a living hell. She will make it a living hell. If, say for instance, if you are in a relationship with someone and you meet this lady that seems nice, and then y'all end up so happen have a baby. You end up getting her pregnant, and then you start to see the real person, where she's being vindictive. She's always combative, always has something to say, always argumentative to you. You can't do anything wrong. She's very insecure. You could look the other way. She think you looking at a woman. You could be looking at something else, but she think you looking at a woman. She's always very insecure. When you find a woman that's insecure like that, she gonna make your life a living hell. Yes, she is, because you're always gonna have to prove to her that you're not doing something, and you end up having a baby with this woman. All of that really comes out, and then you say, okay, you know what, I'm not going to deal with this. I'm going to move on. I can't deal with a woman like this, but I'm still going to take care of my child. She will find a way to make it so difficult for you to see your child. So difficult. She'll even go through the court system to say things about you that's not true, to keep you from your child, because she does not like the fact that you're moving on with your life. And that is where, that's sad, because you're letting your personal feelings get in the way of you allowing your child to be around their father or children. And then you have that woman, like I said, she puts on a good front, like, oh, I'm an independent woman. I don't need your money, but I want you to be a part of my life. But hey, chickie, but she's still, there's a part of her, she's emotionally unavailable to you. And what I mean by that is, she can't really show herself or be who she really is with you, because she is so guarded. She's so guarded. You know what I'm saying? And then she's also a person, people that are emotionally unavailable, they, you really don't know who they are, because they seem as if they want you in their life, but there's a part of them that's so guarded, you don't know if that's really her. You don't know if she's playing around with other different, other men. There's a lot of different scenarios I can say on certain things, but some women are just rotten to the core. And the worst woman to get involved with is a jealous, insecure woman. When you meet a woman that is jealous and that's very insecure, there's nothing you can do right. You're constantly going to be arguing with her, because you have to prove yourself. You have to prove your love to that woman. That is really sad. But you have some women like that. They're constantly, they want to get your approval. And if you don't give it to them, you're going to hear about it. They're going to make it known. And don't try to break up with them. They're going to expose everything about you. You're good, you're bad, but most of the time it's going to be your bad. It's going to be what you did to her, and then she'll twist it around as if it's something else. So I would say, for For men now, you got to be extra careful because we as women, we can masquerade very well. We can pretend to be something that we are not. And then once we hook you, I'm talking about somebody that's a toxic woman. I'm not talking about, so I'm just letting you know what I see because I'm a woman. Once we hook you, whether it's with sex, whether it's with manipulation on how we speak to you, we, like I said, basically boosting up your ego. Cause some women got, you think some men got a gift of game, a gift of gab. Some women got a gift of gab for real. They can tell you some things, make you feel like you $1 million. They can make you feel like you the biggest, baddest man on here. They can make you feel so much like they so into you that they want you so bad. And sometimes you got to be careful about a woman that's very aggressive. There's nothing wrong with being assertive and letting a man know, yes, I'm attracted to you, or yes, I'm interested in you. But some women, they are so aggressive, they will approach you and take on the man role. I've always been taught, um, don't don't pursue a man. It's okay. I've been taught it's okay to let a man know you're interested. But what's not okay is to pursue a man. That's how I've been taught. Like I said, it's a difference between being assertive and aggressive. Aggressive to me is going out your way to let a man know I want you and I want your dirty draws. To me, that's aggressive. And you sliding in them DMs, you let them know, hey, I want you. I want your peen. Basically, that's real aggressive. And assertive is like I said, once you have, once you know that a man is attracted to you, he's made it known to you. You can make it, hey Tanya, you can make it known to him that yes, I'm attracted to you as well. It's not, it's two different things. But most of the time when the woman is aggressor, she's to me, and this is not all the time, it's different strokes for different folks. To me, they're taking on the masculine role. And when they do that, they always will have in the back of their mind, did this guy actually, hey, Brian, how are you? Happy Father's Day. Um, they will always have in their back of their mind, like, I wonder if I didn't pursue this man, would he have pursued me? And there you go with the insecurities with that. So that's why I always say I'm staying in my place. Now, if a man shows me mutual interest, of course, I don't mind letting him know, yes, I am attracted to you. But if he don't, I'm not doing it. If a man can't hold a conversation, keep it moving, not interested. Right. And the same, I'm pretty sure a man feel that way too about a woman. You got a lot of pretty dumb women. And what I mean by that, they're attractive, but they can't hold a conversation. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Hey, Tamika. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Well, hopefully one day. You too, Omega. Hopefully one day. um, some women, like I said, they are pretty dumb. They have a great, they look great on the outside, but you can't carry a conversation with them. The conversation is dead, right? It's nothing y'all can really see if y'all have in common because this woman is so busy and infatuated with her looks. That's another thing. When you find a woman and she's more into her looks, she's not trying to advance in her life as far as um I would say getting to know like different things about life and um pick up a book every now and then or pick up a magazine to actually read about what's going on, like Forbes magazine, what's going on in the economy world and things of that nature. She's so focused on her looks, she's just like interested in that and getting money from you. Hey, Nephi, how are you, sweetie? I hope I said it right. And basically, she's a airhead. She don't know nothing about nothing, and she ain't trying to know nothing about nothing. She just wants your money so she can go get her nails and her hair done. But back to like I said, it's different types of women. Back to the aggressive woman. The aggressive woman will pursue you relentlessly. But when she does it, she, in the back of her mind, she still is thinking, would this man have chosen me if I didn't pursue him? And some of them are the worst because they're so, even though they're aggressive and they go for what they want, they are very insecure. And you'll constantly have to prove to them, even if you do end up being in love with them, you constantly do have to prove to them that that you're interested in them. And that takes a lot of work and effort. And most people don't want to deal with that. Most men don't want to deal with that. They like, look, I done told you I wanted you. Okay. So, hey, it is what it is. They want the Zion Wilson treatment. Oh my God. That's an example of a silly man and silly women. Now, first of all, no offense to the young man. He is very young. He is, I believe, 22 years old. You got a 32-year-old. I don't know if she's an ex stripper. It's nothing. Hey, nothing wrong with dancers if that's what you do to make your living. I might need to find a way to dance so I can make some extra money. But anyway, they this 32-year-old. I don't know if if she's a former stripper. Then the other woman is in her early 30s, and I think she's an Instagram model, right? He ends up getting the stripper. She's a porn star. Okay. So you have an ex stripper, and I believe I think she's still a porn star. They're both in their 30s, early 30s, and this woman and the man is 22. He ended up getting the former stripper pregnant, which was, let's see, she's 30. I think she's 31 or 32. The other one's 31 or 32. They're in their early their 30s, right? Baby, I wish he had a father. I don't know if he have a father in his life or some type of man. I don't know if his mama done told him or if he don't have a mama, but somebody should have told that boy, this is not the way to go. He already messed up. You gonna have 18 years to deal with that woman and that child. And I don't know, hey, a goddess, I don't know if the porn star, I think she thought she was pregnant. I don't even know if she's pregnant or not. I don't have y'all heard about it, if she's pregnant or not. But then he got the porn star over here. And I'm like, she looks like a trans, and this, it's to each his own, but she looks like a transgender. So I don't know what he got going on or who, if he was taught, he definitely didn't listen to his mother or father, or if he didn't have any guidance. I don't know. Yes, he does look a little suspect of being maybe slow. I'm not for sure. Uh, some of the athletes and Brittany Renner, she may be a thought, but she gave a lot of these young men some game. I think a year ago she went to Deion Sanders where he was coaching. I forgot the college that he was coaching at. Was it Alabama State? But I'm not for sure. But whatever college before he moved to Colorado, it was a black African American college, and she came to the school to tell the young men about the women out here that's attracted to athletes, especially those promising athletes, that are promised to go off and either to the NBA. Hey, Gertrude, happy Father's Day. Jackson State. I said Alabama State. Okay, Jackson State. So she went and told these young men what they need to look for. Do you know them same young men will still find somebody that she told them to look out for? A woman that's just like her. See, men, y'all, when y'all see beauty, it's normal for you guys to flock to it. That's normal. That's what I believe God and designed for women to be beautiful in their own way. But some of y'all lose y'all mind, y'all sense, y'all morals. Y'all lose everything when y'all see a beautiful woman. Beauty is skin deep sometimes, and to me, sometimes everything that glitters is not gold. You can see a beautiful woman, but she could be a beautiful mess, a hot mess. You can see a woman and she could be a beautiful woman, and she could be a total demon that is sent to destroy your life, literally. Okay, Selena, most of these dudes can't get no fine woman. Yeah, they don't. Some of these men, I'm like, not only is she ugly not only is she not that attractive on the outside, but she is unattractive on the inside. I said, well, it must be something wrong with them on that for them to attract something like that. But hey, to each his own, I guess. But anyway, a lot of the beautiful women, not all, because you'll find some beautiful women if you get to know them. They are just like any other woman. They want love, they want respect, they want to treat their man right. But then you have these other beautiful women. What Mo talking about big cap? He has no good male role. Right. He could not have. That's why I said, but this Brittany Renner is a beautiful woman. And she was telling these young men what to look out for. And those same young men will still do what Zion did. They'll still do exactly what Zion did, and they'll go basically by what they see. And then too, some women, it's about they know how to make a man feel good. And when you find a woman that is attractive on the outside, she may not be no good on the inside, but she know how to make a man feel good. She know how to make a man feel important. She know how to make his ego just really just big to where he's just like, man, I feel like I'm the man with her. And once she got that going for her, she knows how to reel a man in. And some women don't even have to be that all that attractive. Yeah, I almost slipped up. I try not to. But some women don't even be, I would say by beauty standards, wouldn't be that attractive. But they know how to say things. They know how to make a man melt in their hands. Well, you know what I'm trying to say. They know how to make a man feel like a man. Whatever that power of a coach, and many of these dudes can't resist. You're right. Oh, you said coochie. I'm sorry. I said coach. Oh, I'm having a slow moment. Yes, it's the power of the cooch. They know how to throw it back, turn it around. Oh, yes, Celine, they got game. They got game. They know how to do that thing. You know what I'm saying? They know how to they know how to twist it around and hop on it and jump on it. They know all the tricks. They got a lot of mouth game to where, like I said, they know what to say, they know what not to say. I'm telling you, they are the master manipulators. And some of them don't even have to look that good. They just have y'all ever had seen something like a man be in a relationship with a pretty woman? Yes, a sexy voice. Um, they could be in a relationship with a pretty woman, and sometimes, not all, but sometimes you'll find some pretty women that are pretty boring. They pretty boring. They don't have any interest besides trying to be a housewife of Atlanta, housewives of Dallas. They have no other interest besides wanting to look good and have a good, I would say, appearance. Basically, they have to have the house, the car. They have to have that look, but they have no other interest besides that. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes the men, they get bored with it. So then they'll go and get another woman This woman don't even look halfway as attractive as their wife or their longtime girlfriend or fiance. They'll get another woman don't look worth nothing, but see the other woman may know what to say and what to do. And like I say, sometimes those type of women, because they already know they're not that attractive or they wouldn't be the first choice, they know what to do in the bedroom. They appeal to a man's some type of they appeal to his ego. They appeal to his maybe sexual appetite. Where the pretty woman is might not, she's pretty, she's good to be on the arm, eye candy, but that's about it, you know. Okay, look, little Duval says, what that mouth do? Oh, okay, yeah, what that mouth do. I'm gonna get some men to come up here. We're gonna talk about it. Let's talk about it. Now, Mo, Melly, y'all bring yourself up here or somebody. Omega, Brian, whoever want to come up here, y'all more than welcome. I need some men that know about this kind of stuff. I can just tell you from a woman's standpoint. Hey, Chilltown, if you would like to come up, you can too. I'm too player. I need you to come up. If you would like to come up, Chilltown, you can. We're talking about how you have to be aware of these crazy women out here. If you get the wrong woman in your life, she will destroy you. I'm talking about she could sometimes destroy you physically, mentally, financially. You know how you men have y'all, hey, y'all about y'all money. Let's see. Oh, look at Mo. Mo, what's up?
What's on? What's on?
How you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, so tell me a little bit. What would you say that I'm kind of right about when it comes to certain women? Because I know in your dating life, you've probably met some crazy women.
Yeah, but I really, meeting them is different from being in a relationship with them. I ain't, if feel like you kind of crazy or whatever, I'm just
K
gonna,
Smooth. Hmm.
I'm, I'm a, I'm gonna use you in a crazy way. You know what I mean? I'm not really gonna get too invested in you because I know that's not what I'm trying to deal with.
So, Mo, how do you know when a woman, because as women, we masquerade, we put on a different person sometimes, like
Okay.
everybody does. We put on our representative instead of the real person, right? So, how do you finally realize when you know a woman is really crazy?
For an experience I had a while back, shit, where I was going to Walmart. And
Mm-hmm.
the person worked in the wrong. I was trying to get an oil change, so she worked in the auto part. She was like a cashier or whatever. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? When I first seen her, I seen the married ring. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So I ain't sitting there until I just got my car fixed and oil change whatever, and left. I want to say 3 months down the line, got to get an oil change again. So I
Mm-hmm.
see that same person. I'm
Mm-hmm.
flirting with her now, like, even though I seen the last time, but I ain't say nothing, you know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
I'm flirting with her. I'm like, oh, you married? Because I obviously I ain't see the ring on her finger. She like, nah, I'm not married. So I'm like, okay, cool. We get to
Mm-hmm.
talk. We exchange numbers. And it's out of nowhere. I want to say we talked for like 2 days, going
Mm-hmm.
out, hanging out. Then, like, I had to go to work one night. And she just, like, kept blowing my phone up, like, just like we're in a relationship.
Uh-huh.
So by the time I wake up for work, I'm like, God damn, I got like about 40 missed calls. And I'm like,
Oh,
remind you, me and this person haven't done anything. We just been talking.
uh-huh.
So matter of fact, it was Thanksgiving Eve, something like that. It was like on a Saturday or something like that.
Right.
It was like on a weekend because, like I said, I worked overnight. So my Fridays be like on a Thursday night type. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, well, basically, make a long story short, I wind up just checking this. Basically, I pulled up before I went to work and we talked, and she just looking mad and all upset because I was asleep. And I'm saying to
What?
myself, man, this woman got a whole husband. You know what I mean? Like, why she just pushing up on me like that?
Oh, for
So,
real? So she really actually was married.
no, I just, I know she was married because I know it was the same person. I just played dumb to the fact.
Oh, okay. So you was
I just ain't never brought it up. If she ain't bring it up, I wouldn't run about it.
okay, okay, okay,
But time went on. Like I'm like, the ball kind of was in my court once I seen her kept calling my phone. So I know in my mind, I know if I want to have sex with, her, I could now. You know what I mean? Because
okay.
she didn't made it known by keep calling my phone like that. So my next reaction was, okay. Matter of fact, I ain't must go to work that night. I went to the liquor store and I
Mhm,
got a room.
mhm,
And we did what we do. Then
mhm.
time went on, we kept doing it, whoop the whoop. So Christmas come around. She like, you want to come to my house and meet my mom? I'm like, come on your house, meet your mom. Hell nah, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Remind you, I know she got a husband. She
Right.
still ain't tell me after all this time though. So I'm like, nah, I'm good. I don't want to come over there. But she insists for me to come over there. So I get over there. I see her mom. In my first time meeting her mom. So I'm like, damn, her mom walking around like that.
Uh-huh.
So now I'm getting to thinking like she was telling me, yeah, my mom like young dudes. I'm like saying to myself, shit, I'm young. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's how I'm looking at it. Cause this woman's still married and she ain't just let me, So
Yeah.
I'm basically flirting with the mom, like we eating crawfish and shit like that. We just talk because they from a whole different state, so they like
Okay.
ask me about Louisiana things like that. So we just talking. So make a long story short, me and the mom went outside to smoke. So we just talking. The
Mhm.
mom gave me her number.
What?
Yeah, the mom gave me the number and told me once we got to talking on the phone that her daughter is married.
Oh my God. So was the mama trying to get with you too?
Yeah, she did.
You didn't sleep with the mama too, Mo, did you?
Yeah, why not? Why not?
Mo, you crazy as hell. I'm done with you.
Nah, I'm just saying, why not though? Like, why not? She attractive. I'm single. Like,
Uh-huh.
I don't owe her no loyalty because I've been sleeping with her for what? She got a
So
whole husband.
so
You
what
know,
happened at the
either
what
way it goes, somebody gonna go somebody. You know what I mean?
uh-huh.
She's married, so I can't get too invested in her. So it's gonna be a day when I'm blowing her phone up and she goes me. I'ma ghost her first.
Hey Keita. Oh Lord, Momo, you were my I really that was funny to me. I don't
Nah,
know.
nah,
That
nah.
was
But what,
funny.
what happened after that? I ain't never telling me
Hey
and her
man.
mama. I ain't never telling me and her mama had the conversation. I ain't never telling nothing. I just kept
Uh-huh.
it clear. I kept it clear when it was my opportunity to ghost. I ghost her ass.
Okay. And that's the married one, right?
Yeah, yeah. I
Okay.
ghost both of them at the same time. The mom and her.
Okay. 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 Now I understand now. And did so my thing was even when she was calling you like 40 times, like and leaving messages and stuff like that, that's crazy to me. You didn't think about running away, but you
Nah,
just
nah. I just took it like she kind of she had a lot going for herself. Even though she worked at Walmart, you know she was on that shit. She was like a realtor. You dig what I'm saying? So,
okay.
like, truth be told, I was gonna never chase her anyway. You know what I mean? That's why I
Okay.
didn't pursue it. To gotta remind you, I pursued her I'm gonna say the second time, not the first time.
Okay. Can men tell when a woman is a value or when a woman is crazy? Like, can y'all tell the difference?
Man, I can only speak for me. Yeah, I could tell because I just sit back and just pay. I do less. I do more just listening than talking. Some men, they love to talk. So, you know, I
Okay.
just like to listen. I just like to I don't really believe what people say. I gotta see it for myself. You can say
Right.
anything. I don't give a damn about none of that. If I don't see it, I could care less about what you're saying. I'm a listen to you just out of respect. But
Mhm.
that shit going way out the
Since you and you've dated probably a lot out here. can you tell me? I mean, not like that. I didn't mean to be, but Mo, what I'm trying to say is, when you see a woman is crazy, why don't some men automatically not run away from it, but they run to it? Like, I don't understand it.
Because some men, they kind of, they like that. Some men get a thrill out of it. Some men it depends on probably that woman too. Like, if she's attractive, she just say she's not attractive for us body wise. She got a lot of things going on with her. You know what I mean? So my
Okay.
people. If you can't be used, then you're useless. You dig what I'm saying? That go
Okay.
for men and women.
Okay.
A
Okay.
woman could call it, a man living off a woman, he this and that third. Well, it's the same way of you living off a man.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it.
Yeah. Okay. Because do you think that some men choose that type of behavior because you said it's a thrill? Is it because of maybe something they have dealt with, like maybe their mother was like that or something like that? Because I'm trying to figure out, if you see a woman is crazy, to me, I would think I wouldn't sleep with her. I'd be like, I'm
Um,
staying far away.
to answer that shit, it probably got a lot to do probably how they was raised, probably what they witnessed growing up in the household, you
Uh-huh.
know,
Uh-huh.
and that could be, but it also could be this person was raised in a total opposite household. Who would think he probably, use Zion Williams for instance, he don't seem like he had a rough life. You dig what I'm saying? But you never
Right.
know because I don't know him. But just okay, he's a high school kid. Number one player. Getting all this attention from a bunch of women. So I'm pretty sure he was sleeping with multiple women from high school to college. You see what I'm
Okay.
saying? But
Yeah.
who would have thought he would have been so foolish to sleep with porn stars and strippers, this, that, and the third?
Yeah.
But men that have that type of money and you don't come in the league with a wife, I say 9 out of 10, majority of the women that they gonna run across is gonna be after their money. Like, that's
Exactly.
how I would look at it.
Right.
If you ain't got no solid woman from high school to even college to be like, oh, one day, I'm gonna make you my wife.
Right.
I feel like once you get the money, you dealing with nothing but sex chasers in a way. They could be anywhere. Just because she could
Mm-hmm.
be, she also could be wealth. She could be on your level for as money wise and all that. That doesn't
Right.
mean she hasn't been passed around either.
That's true. That's very true. And don't mean she not real crazy.
So
'Cause
what's
like,
the difference? At the end of the day, what he did was it's a no. What I mean, I wouldn't do it. But at the same time, who knows when you got that type of money? Women approach them dudes different from a guy who's at the bottom.
right.
These women waiting outside the locker room. These women sneaking in the hotel. These women is trained to be, I want an athlete. I'm gonna be everywhere an athlete at.
Yeah, they
And everybody not gonna be NBA player, NFL player either.
mm-mm. No, they're not. Mm-mm. They savages out here, man. They are savages, Momo. Hey, K Smooth, how are you, sweetie? You doing okay? Can you hear me? Okay, I don't think he can hear me. K Smooth, you might want to drop down and come back up because I can't hear you. But anyway, like I was saying, Momo, this is really interesting. That's why I say I see a lot of stuff going on. And I see a lot of women that's really erratic. They have a lot of erratic behavior. And it's almost like y'all don't see this, and you attract, and because it was some, I don't know who it was that
Things just different too, though. I would say things is different too. Like
hey Harley.
this type of
Mhm.
activity been going on. Only thing is
Yeah.
different. You don't have social media. Like what you
Yeah.
saying right now, this been going on.
Yeah, it is. Hey, only it's been going on since the beginning of time. Like
Right.
people always refer to Samson and Delilah, and you remember if Samson was a big strong man, but he fell weak to a woman.
Yeah,
You would think that.
It happened. It happened to the best of us, though.
Uh-huh.
Everybody go through a point where they hate over heels from a woman, but most learn, some don't.
Yeah.
You know,
Hey, Ollie. Yeah, I see what you're saying. It's like this is nothing that is new. Like you said,
right,
it's nothing that's new. It's been going on since the beginning of time, and unfortunately, especially a woman is always going to be it's they're gonna be if they're heterosexual, they're gonna sometimes struggle with that. Especially good men, a good men that want a good woman. Sometimes they get fooled by I'll say, as my grandmother say, the Jezebels and Delilahs. They have a good front. They know what to say. They know what to do with their bodies, but they are poison, and they will
right.
destroy your life. Have you ever met a woman that tried to destroy you, Mo?
Nah, she ain't. I can't really say destroy my life.
Mm-hmm.
Nah,
What? But
hell no.
what I mean, destroy, that's a pretty strong word. But what
Right,
I'm
right,
talking about
right.
destroy, I'm talking I'm talking about like somebody that actually tried to manipulate you to the point to where you kind of lost yourself in that relationship.
No, it wasn't so much her manipulating. It was more that I liked at her. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? When you like, when you is, you know, when you like, when like, when you like when you pursue somebody as the, oh, I like you,
Uh-huh.
it tend to like backfire on you. You know what I mean? Because you the one doing everything. You dig what I'm saying? Uh,
Right.
yeah, backfire on you. But
Yeah.
in the case, I wound up getting a person, but it didn't last long. You see what I'm saying? We used to always go through things. You know what I mean? And that
Yeah.
was because that person didn't like me like I liked her.
Right. So
You know,
you wasn't getting the
but I
satisfaction
was
from
young
her.
though. Yeah, right.
Uh-huh.
But I was young though, so I use that as a stepping stone to for us how I conduct my life going forward. You know what I mean? Like I would
Uh-huh.
never do that again. Like, and I never did. You know what
Uh-huh.
I mean?
What is some behaviors you would be willing to deal with and some things you would not be willing to deal with about a woman?
Actually, none. Now, right now, at my age, right now,
Uh-huh.
33, I wouldn't put up with nothing because I got everything. You know what I mean? You know,
You 33?
yeah.
Okay. So there's just certain thing like the reason why I asked that because we got some things we compromise on than more than others. You know what I'm saying? Like you wouldn't deal with a woman that's a cheater or a woman that don't keep a clean house. Things
Now,
like that.
far as keeping a clean house, I wouldn't deal with no woman that's nasty at all. Now, would I deal with a cheater? This just my opinion. Y'all say what y'all want, but
Mhm.
at the end of the day, if she cheating and making money, then hell yeah. Now she just hopping on, whoop to whoop just to be doing it. Now, hell no. You know,
Okay. Okay. So it's some things you willing to compromise, some things you just like, nah, I ain't finna do that. Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
At the end of, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? You know what I mean? We can either say, "Oh no," the correct answer would be like, "No, I ain't gonna deal with that." You know what I
Right.
mean?
Do a really like a real insecure woman, does that irritate you? Can you put up with that for long?
It depends, cause I might like you. I might want you to be all up on me. You know what I mean? That's how I take it. That to me, I'm looking at it like that's your way of showing you. That's your way of showing me that you care about me. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
weird like that. I'm weird like that too. So I'll be up on her. If I'm liking you, if I'm feeling you, I'm gonna be up on you. You might call
Mhm.
it like what was the word? I won't know everything. I don't give a. If you my woman, I'm walking out in public with you. I'm claiming you as my woman. I won't know everything. If you don't
Okay.
like it, if you don't like that, then look, go your way. I go my way. It's simple as that.
Yeah. Okay. I just wanted to know your views on it because, like I said, um, one thing I find, and I was hearing this man was talking about. he was like, a lot of these women, he like older women. He's a young guy. He's probably like 30 something. And so he's dating this 50-year-old woman. And he said he stopped dating women his age because he said a lot of these women, they don't know how to clean up behind themselves. Like, say for instance, he'll come and maybe visit them and their house is nasty. Oh yeah, he was a tattoo artist. And sometimes he would go over these women's house back in, when he was a little younger in his 20s. He would go over there, do a tattoo. They would be fine, but their house would be so nasty, and if they had a pet, they pet would be have boo boo around the house and stuff like that. So, and then he said he was still sleep with them. He said, but now he's gotten older, and he was like, most of these young men, they sleep with these women because they don't know no better. He said, now I'm at the age now I want an older woman, a woman that's clean. Because he said even the women that I slept with, they were fine, but they had a stinky box. And you know what that means. They had they had a stinky box. They had a stinky cookie. So you had that going on, and when they smelled it or whatever, he just kept going on in it. And he kept going on in it because the woman was fine, and he just wanted some cooch at the time. So he said now he has matured, and he's with the older woman that that takes care of herself. Her house is clean, she's responsible. And he said that's the kind of things that he learned from screwing some younger women. He said keep them wet wipes. Right. I always say,
um,
it,
um,
look, Mo. Like women like me, if you got a big booty, you better have you some baby wipes up in that mug. I always think, women, take care of yourself. If you get waxed or whatever you got going on. But some of these like I said, these crazy women, they got some good cooch. That's why a lot of men are attracted to that. But some of these women too, they crazy. They got a nice body, but they are stinky. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by that is, they don't take care of their lower parts. And
right, right,
you women should take care of that part. And like I said, it's always very essential for a woman, especially if you got I don't care if you have a no booty, a small booty, or a big booty. It's always good to have wet wipes or baby wipes. So you can take care of yourself. And men too. I always tell men, you need to don't be coming over here stinky. You know what I'm saying? And
right.
another thing, this is off the subject. Yeah, I'm crazy at times. Okay, have you ever heard of duck butter? Have you ever heard of that? Hey, Tamika, have you
The
have you ever
hell,
heard of a man that women? I remember an older lady told me, "Yeah, you better make sure that man clean that duck butter." You know what that is?
man, I don't want to know. It just sound awkward. Dark better.
That means if a man doesn't know how to clean himself properly in that area, if you know what I
Right,
mean.
right, right,
Uh-huh. So
right.
I done got way off topic, but I bet you like, what the hell?
Nah, you good, you good, you good. I'm feeling the convo. This was up. Ain't nothing wrong with this.
Yeah. So
But
like I said,
I ain't never dealt with a woman who had a dirty house. And as far as me just say going under, I prefer older women. You know what I
uh
mean? But at the same time, she gotta still like keep herself up like a young woman, if you know what I mean. Like, you know what I
right.
mean? Like, like, I just ain't gonna just throw the young woman to the side, but like, if I had a choice between an older woman that's established, she might just say have two children, and a younger chick who got two children, and
Mhm.
she established. I'm gonna choose the older woman. You know what I mean? I'm
Okay.
just gonna choose that because because I'm older. You know what I mean? Like at the end
Right.
of the day, shit, it is what it is. This young person as far as what I see now, how young women is,
Mhm.
uh-uh.
And And do you know, and you probably have done it because we all make mistakes. What's really sad sometimes is and this is how some men end up in a lot of predicaments, and sometimes it can be their life taken. It was a story that I heard 2 months ago. A young lady had a child with a guy. She had two other children previously. I think she was in her 20s, her early 20s. Hey D. And he was in his early 20s. They ended up having a relationship, having a baby. They didn't get along. All they did was argue. So I guess what kept him was either the sex or the child, but eventually he was like, I'm done with her. And so he was living with her. He ended up getting out of the house, and he ended up having a hotel room, getting a hotel room. And she came to find him. She was looking and trying to find him, ended up finding him at a hotel that he was staying at. Broke the windows out the hotel room. People was in the hotel room. They were scared. They locked the doors. She was trying to find the man. Do you know when the man opened the door and said, "Man, what you want? Leave me alone." And do you know that woman got her gun and shot him in the chest, and he lost his life in his early 20s. And it's
Yeah,
like,
a lot of that been going on since like 2015. Like, a lot of like domestic love relationships ending like that. I call it domestic love relationship.
yeah,
I get that off a content creator. He be saying domestic love relationship. That been happening
yeah.
a lot since 2015.
And it's like, and it's really sad that it can cost somebody their own life. The man was trying to get away from her because he was like, she's crazy. All she wants to do is argue. And it was just came like too much. And he was like, I'm too young to be going through this stuff. All I want to do is take care of my child. And she was making it very difficult for her to even see the child, him to see his own child. And he went through the court system so he could have visitation. So once he went through that, and then he moved on with his life, and I think maybe he started dating someone else. She was not feeling that, and she was just like, "Nah, you done." You know what I'm saying? Then she get in the court, she crying, talking about, "I didn't mean for this to happen." You meant for it to happen because you took the gun to try to find them. Then when you saw them, you killed them. So you meant for it to happen. It was premeditated. I don't care what she say, but she's just
Right,
crying now because she got, it happened, and he's dead. You know what I'm saying?
right.
So men
Shit
start
bad, right?
right. It's like men start thinking with your big head instead of your little head. If you see some signs of a woman being a little off, she's very aggressive, she's always trying to fight and be abusive, you need to watch out for that type of stuff.
What if
Yeah.
she from out of town and you out there just working,
Mhm.
just one day?
Right.
What
You-
about that?
What if you out and you just working and you meet a
Nah,
woman?
you not. Yeah, you meet a woman, you working out of town, and you only out there for one day.
Um Mo, I'm gonna be honest with you because I'm not a man, so I can't say I can't be in a man's place to say, but I know for me, I don't do stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like it take me a while to kind of get there, so I can't say that. But if I know how some men are, and they just like, well, it's just one night. I just think that sometimes even one night, yeah, you might, if you wrap it up and you protect it. But some things, even if you are protected sexually, you don't know what else it could lead to. You get what I'm saying? Because sometimes you can meet a woman and you think, oh, it's just a one night deal and you got protection. You end up somehow miraculously getting a woman pregnant. You get what I'm saying? Because every time you use protection doesn't mean it's not. I think what they say is 99%, but that 1% is what you got to be worried about. And then you ended up, even if you don't have a child, you might find this woman might be so crazy, she will try to find you. And once she finds you, she will not stop. It's some women that are relentless. When they want you and they want to be a part of your life, they will do any and everything to do to be with you and to get you. Like, okay, you know me, I always got some stories. Yeah, and like I say, a lot of people don't believe in strongholds and how people not strong with strongholds, but soul ties. When you sleep with anybody, you're transferring to me other spirits to you. So you don't know what that lady got. She could be a witch in real life. You get what I'm saying? So you got to be careful with that kind of stuff. And my grandmother always tell me, watch people when they make your food. So you men that's getting some of these women that's always wanting to cook for you, you don't know what if she's a witch. She could be trying to put something in your food. I think of things like that. And see, you might not believe in it, Mo, but you from Louisiana. You know what time it is. What
I
is
don't know
it?
what you're talking about.
Yes, you do. Okay, exactly. You don't have her history. Exactly. These some of these women out here, they cold blooded. And especially
Yeah,
if
these
they've been
women
abused.
is. Yeah, these women is. So let's keep talking about this. The women. Let's keep going.
But
I'm
what I'm
listening.
saying,
So you giving me some game. You giving me
but
some
s-
game.
but see what I'm saying is you can find a woman, like I say, okay, she seems like, oh, she's down to earth, she's fun, y'all have great sex and stuff like that, but you really don't know, okay, this woman could be into some type of witchcraft. Witchcraft, sometimes a lot of people don't believe in it because they don't believe in a lot of spiritual things. But sometimes, like I said, that witchcraft is dealing with some dark entities. Those things, like when people try to use witchcraft, those things sometimes have men hooked on them. I've heard about it. See, my grandmother, my great grandmother was from Louisiana, and I think she was from New Orleans, but I know she was my some of my people from Louisiana. So she knew, my grandmother knew about a lot of the voodoo and the hoodoo stuff like that because of what had been in her family, right? So
Right.
she a lot of some women, they know about it because they either the grandmother, great grandmother, and they've been around that stuff, and they will do certain techniques. Some of the witchcraft is to manipulate, and that type of magic, it manipulates the man to believe that it's more than what it is. But you could be sleeping with a whole demon. You just
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah. I feel you on that one. I
Yeah, and
feel you. But
and it
I
sounds
have
weird. It
yeah.
sounds weird.
I ain't gonna make it like I didn't run across all put together women. I didn't run across some not put together women. But
Mm-hmm.
I don't really get too. It's like I have a certain time period. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
it ain't never just gonna get too deep. Hopefully knock on wood, but it never just get too deep like that for me. But I
You.
have witnessed some crazy stuff, like
Uh-huh.
people walking around praying at night and not praying, but just doing some strange shit downstairs, with some strange shit around them. I'm
Right.
like, but at the same time, I'm so up and I'm so alert to what was my environment. When I seen this, that made me just grab my keys and just leave.
Right. And statistically, there is a rise in women, especially African American women, that are getting into witchcraft. So this stuff is real, and most people don't think about it. But just be careful. Get to know. Sometimes, like I said, one night stands, do what you do, but you got to realize when you do it, everything you do is a consequence, and you
Right.
don't know what how this person has been raised, what they're about, what they're doing. You just have to be careful. And I tell any man, I tell my nephews, that I tell any young man that's younger than me, and even just my homeboys and men I know, just be careful because you have no idea how sometimes certain things a woman can do. It can manipulate the mind of a man.
I know.
It really
I
can.
know. Yeah,
And
come off
mhm,
like with some good intentions all in the beginning, just to
mhm.
get with you. And once she feel like she got you hooked, and voila, the whole other side come
Exactly. And then you look up and you in the insane asylum. You're like, what the hell that happened? Are
in.
you in
Man, you
are
would.
you in are you in jail or prison or something? You done did something. It's just like
Man,
people can make you flip. And do you remember that? And I told you I always have a story. Do you remember that story about that white guy? He was a Mormon. Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
oh, you talking to somebody else? Okay. He was a Mormon, and I don't know if y'all heard about this in the chat. He ended up with this girl. I think she was a Hispanic girl, and that girl was in love with that man, but he just saw her as a one night stand. Right? Yes. Thank you so much. A goddess. She was just supposed to be a one night stand. Well, he kept having a relationship with the woman. So he kept, even though she thought more of the relationship, he just saw her as being a one night stand. They ended up after a while, I think she moved to Utah, wherever he was, and he was like, "What are you doing up here?" And she was like, "Well, I came to be with you." And he would never really just be honest with her at first and just let her know, "Hey, this is just sex. It's nothing. I like you, but not. I don't like you enough." And he ended up dating somebody else. Boy, she went crazy. She ended up killing that man, stabbing him over, I think, 30 times in the shower. Y'all remember that lady? I forgot her name, but it was a Lifetime movie about that. And I said, see, these people, all right, y'all better, thank you so much, Chilltown. Y'all men, be careful because it might not be a woman that may destroy you physically, but she may destroy you in other ways. And destroy
Right.
is a strong word, but a woman can sometimes do a lot of harm to a man. Psyche, okay, financially, she can just like a man can mess up a woman can mess up a man. And you have to let your big head outrule your little head. You have to realize that whatever you do, it's consequences behind whatever you do with
It
a
is true.
person and to a person. So, I didn't want to hold y'all long. I know y'all have a lot to do on the Saturday night. Mo, are you a father?
No, I'm not.
Okay, well, you soon will be probably one day. So happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to the men in the chat. I don't know what happened to K Smooth. Um,
Me and my wife trying to schedule a date right now.
okay. Well, I appreciate you, Momo. Thank you so much for coming up.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I hope you have a good night tonight, okay?
You too.
All right. See ya. Hey, Tuber Chat, how are you? Thank you so much for coming through. Happy Father's Day, Tuber Chat, if you're a father. And Melly Mel, happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all my men in the chat. I just want you men to be careful and think with your big head and not the little head. Everything you do is consequences behind it. So make sure instead of you thinking with that little head, think with the big head because it could be your life. So I wish everybody happy Father's Day. Have a happy, I say a happy weekend, but a good weekend. Everybody be blessed. Remember, I don't have to know you to love you. You are loved by Selena. Have a great night. Good night. Bye bye.